Democrats have selected a former Republican congressman to speak in the lead up to Kamala Harris's acceptance speech tonight. Adam Kinzinger spent 12 years representing Illinois in Congress, and today he told me why he's decided to cross party lines. Pretty conservative Republicans speaking at the Democratic convention. Is it weird to you?
I think if you'd been telling 3 years ago, Adam, then it would be really weird. Now it feels kind of right.
Adam Kinzinger has been out of Congress nearly 2 years. His early and outspoken criticism of Donald Trump and decision to serve on the January 6th committee kneecapped his future in this new Republican Party. Trump supporters have branded him a rhino, a Republican in name only.
When they call me a rhino, there's not much about me that's changed, from what I used to be. The whole party, the whole Republican Party has changed.
So how does a gun-loving guy whose votes on issues aligned with Trump more than 90% of the time end up endorsing Kamala Harris?
I look at the Democrats and say, sure, there's a lot I disagree with. There's actually a lot I agree with that my party has abandoned, like foreign policy. Standing with Ukraine against the fight against Russia, if you'd have told me 10 years ago that my party would abandon that fight, I wouldn't have believed you.
Tonight's Democratic convention will be the largest audience he's ever spoken to, and he has a message he hopes will resonate.
Actually, the Republican Party is no longer a conservative party. There's nothing conservative about it. The conservative choice is actually to vote for Kamala Harris because of things like Ukraine, because of things like the defense of democracy in our country. Let's go, mister. Yeah.
Kinzinger and his family have paid a hefty price for going rogue. There are death threats, and despite praise from Democrats, they're the ones who actually redistricted him out of his seat in Congress. 2 years ago, just before he left office, I asked Kinzinger a simple question. Has there ever been a moment in this process where you're like, holy crap, what did I do?
Every day. Every day.
But tonight, when he steps into the Democratic convention arena, he'll be hoping there's still a place left for him in his old party.
The reality is, I'd love to see the GOP, after Trump loses, wake up, come back to its roots, and then there would be a home for me there. If not, look, I'm going to continue to say what I've been saying.
The political calculus here is that Nikki Haley's strength in the Republican primary showed there are 10 to 20% of GOP voters who don't want Trump. Those people are even more meaningful in swing states. Democrats think many may be like Kinzinger, willing to be persuaded even if they don't agree on a lot of policy issues.
They hope.
We'll see.